So today our discussion topic is the command line argument. What is the command line argument? First we have to know what is the command line. Basically when we run our program, or if you want to create your file, so that one is basically is your command line. Or maybe if it is your Linux environment, then your command line will be like this, where we normally want to create our, maybe if your this one is an Windows environment, then we are doing like this: start notepad plus plus maybe abc.java. So this one is known as basically a command line argument. If Linux environment, if you do like this, maybe gedit, maybe abc.java. So these are known as the command line argument. Clear? So maybe if you want to pass your value when you execute your program, something like this, how to execute your program? Normally we compile our file like this, that is javac, maybe abc.java, right? After successful compilation, normally how we execute our file, that one is the java your class name, like this, right? Now maybe if I want to pass the values when we execute our program, so this is our execution statement. Now maybe here I want to pass the three values to do the summation: 11, 22, 33. These are known as the command line arguments if you want to pass through the command line. How many arguments here I passed? Here I passed total the three numbers of arguments, right? So these three numbers of argument, where it will store? Normally in case of Java, how is our main function? Our main function is like this: public static void main, right? So within the main function, normally is one parameter is there, that one is a string type, that one is argument, right? So these all arguments, when we execute your program, this all argument will store within this args string type of array. Clear? So this argument, how we will now use within our program? Now see, here I have one class, that one is a class says test and public static void main. Okay, and what is our parameter within our main function? That one we know in case of Java, always main function parameter is the string type of argument. Now here I have one integer type of L, where I stored the args dot length. This args dot length means how many arguments you passed from the command line, that one will store within the L. If L is less than 0, means maybe if your L is little bit I change my program. So here you see, if then L will store that your total number of arguments. Better you check first if L is greater than 0. So while L is greater than 0, if there is argument should be there if you want to do something to do the command line arguments. So here I use that for int I equal to 0 to I less than L, I plus plus, and I want to print the what argument I passed. If L is not greater than 0, means if is L equal to 0, then it will else error no arguments found. Clear? So now what is this L is less than 0 or L is greater than 0? Basically how to execute, already I discussed that one, that you maybe Java your test, this one is your file when you execute that one is maybe before execution you just do like this, you compile your file. Like how to compile your file? That one is javac file name dot java. Clear? After successful compilation, so you will execute your file. So that one will be your Java class name. Which class name? Where your main function reside. Now here I pass 11. That one is maybe Shiliguri, that one is maybe Shiliguri, and then I want to pass that 13.5. Clear? Three types of argument I pass. That one is that in numeric values, and then string type, and then 13.5. This all the values will store now where? Then it will store within the ARGS. They all are the string type. So whatever you pass, that one is maybe integer, string, and 13.5, all are stored within a string type of argument. Clear? So what is the L now? L will be now, that is how many argument you pass. That one is a 1, 2, 3. So now L will be 3. Clear? Now L will be 3. Clear? So now L is greater than 0. So what is the value of the L? It is the 3. So it is the greater than 0. Now from 0 to less than 3. So it will pass all the values. So ARGS 0. Which one? This one. These all are the now ARGS added. These all are now the ARGS added. So this one is the 0th position. This one is the first position. Number of arguments is 3, but the position is 0th position, first position, and second position. So ARGS 0. So it will print first time, it will 11. Then it will print the Shiliguri. That will print Shiliguri, and then it will print the 13.5. Clear? So when the else part will execute, maybe I didn't pass any values when I execute the file. Clear? So what will be L? Now L will be 0. Now this time L will be 0. Clear? So else, so then that time L is greater than 0. No. So this else part will execute, and the error, no arguments found. Clear? Maybe you don't have any checking if else part. If you don't have, then directly maybe if you want to do that I equal to 0 to I less than the number of arguments, then it will print all those things. But if you didn't pass any argument through the command line argument, that time this part will throw one error. What errors it will throw? Then it will throw the array index out of bound. Array index out of bound exception. Bound or out of bound. Sorry. Clear? So if you didn't pass any values to the command line argument, if you don't have any types of checking also, then that time it will throw one error. That one is the array index out of bound exception. Clear? Now the next part, that if you want to do the summation of two values, which one will pass through the command line argument. So Java test 10 and 20, these two value I want to pass through the command line argument, and then I want to do the summation. So how to do? So these two argument, that one is the 0th position and the first position, and they will pass the values as a string within the string ARGS, right? So you should convert it into the integer type of variable, otherwise you can't do the summation. So integer, all of you know, this one is a wrapper class. So integer dot percent, it will convert in the integer, then ARGS 0, and integer dot percent ARGS 1. So what is this percent and value of this, all we will get also in my wrapper class session. Okay, now these two values ARGS 0 and ARGS 1, now it convert within the convert into the integer type of values, and it will store within the x and y respectively. Now I want to then I do the sum of the x and y, and then I print it. Clear? So how to do the summation also through the command line argument. And if you want to do the summation of more than two values, maybe 30, 40, then better you just execute this program using your loop. So same thing what we already learned, that is I equal to 0. How we will know that how many argument it will pass? You can use the args dot length, and then I plus plus, and then you do the summation. How to do? That is s equal to s plus, what will be the s? At the first time it will store the s equal to 0, and then s equal to s plus integer dot percent Why? You should convert it integer dot percent. Integer dot percent. Which one you want to convert it? That one is the argsi. Clear? So it will do the summation of the values which will pass within the through the command line argument. Clear? That time you should execute using the loop, and then at last you print SOP summation equal to S. Clear? So now here you see at final, so I equal to 0, I less than args dot length I plus plus, and I convert it, and at the time I do the sum, and then at last I print it. Okay, so now when you execute your program, then your Java, your class name, and that arguments, how many you want to pass separated by the space. Okay, clear? I hope this one is clear. If you have any doubt, you just put a comment in the comment box. Okay, clear? Thank you.